What's up, YouTube, and welcome to the second part of this analysis series where I review the games that were not shown on stream from last weekend's seasonal tournament, where I managed to finish in the second place and take home $3,500. I was joined by Alanzq to do this dive on stream. He gave us some great additional insight, super good analytical player. And if you haven't seen the first video yet, I'll link it up here. We covered the lineup idea, lineup theory, and everything there. And as you can hopefully see in this bracket right here, in the last video, we took down Ucham Protein in round 1. And we advanced to the second round where we are facing Martin Pio. That's going to be the series that's coming up. As always, you'll find all of my decks on my Mobalytics page. The link is going to be in the description below. If you want to see this full official seasonal tournament broadcast, I'll also link it somewhere up here. But without further ado, let's jump into the gameplay and the analysis. I hope it's educational. Enjoy.
Is it the mustache? Who knows?
Yeah, I prepared in a DrrWaryA. I was considering bringing it as well. It had one green glade duo, if I recall correctly, but 0 is also perfectly fine.
Like, the thing is, in the current meta, you're like, problem is you don't want to play 2 mana 2-1 because you are most likely you are queuing up into GP Sedge, you are queuing up into some Dravens, you are queuing up into some TF Swains. Against all of those units, duo is horrible.
So many threats for them. And like, there's not that much Sivir Ionia anymore. There isn't a lot of Lulu Z. You don't really need the elusive body in a lot of matchups. Yep. I think this Martin Pio set was shown on stream, if I recall correctly. So yeah, for me, quite evident that Sivir ban is the best here. I'm expecting my opponent to probably ban Sivir Demacia, but Lulu Z is also fine. But no matter what my opponent bans, I think Sivir Ionia ban is always the best. Like, Sivir Ionia should beat Lulu Z and my Sivir Demacia.
Yes, he has to ban Sivir.
And if I recall correctly, he ended up banning Lulu Z, which I was pretty happy with.
Which is, yeah, this is a mistake.
Yeah, I feel like Sivir Demacia is more favored into both decks than Lulu Z would be. Like, Lulu Z into Plunder is 50-50 at best. And it's fine into Lee, but it doesn't like crush.
It's based on it's based on you have to draw on turn 3 well, and you have to get attack token on turn 3, otherwise you lose. Like, because the problem is you need to have attack token on 3-5. And it's same as any old DrrWaryA, and if you get 4-6 attack token, then 6 attack token is not good enough for the Lulu set.
Yeah,
it's just too late.
It also depends a bit on how many eyes does my opponent draw and so on. Do they find Lee in time? But yeah, overall I agree. So you were saying about a Sivir Demacia game, right?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I just skip through this and we can maybe. Like, I do it with arrows, just go real quick. Wasn't sure if I should keep Rally here or not, or Aegis. Like, my opponent runs 1 Notify, 2 Denies. Sivir is a keep for sure. Question is, like,
the problem is if you don't have aggressive fast open. How many Rally do you run?
1, these 2, the ones I have in hand. But 6 1-drops, 7 2-drops. And like, if I keep Rally, I thought I'm fine. I
like keep Rally.
Spell mana.
No, I keep Rally, definitely correct.
Yeah.
I would just consider it based, like, if he runs 2 no P5 to deny, I would kept Golden Agents instead of the Relentless Pursue. But if he is 1 on 1 and 2, I would have kept Pursue like you did.
Yeah, I agree with you here. So far, Curve is looking great. So it's a bit like, this was not the easiest to, like, how to plan out developing and so on. Like, do I bank Relentless Pursuit mana early or not? I did end up developing Akshan here, just to get the landmark thing going already.
Yeah. Because if you don't get it here, you will never get it.
Then did I think I open passed. Don't quite remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the thing about open pass, like, it's not that good in this match. Pass, like, because your opponent wants to get ace up to the lead turn without losing too much of the resources. So like, this is the matchup where you don't really want to open pass that much. Yeah, generally I agree. I did also end up going for this because, like, I can flexibly use Concerted Strike to either remove I or Lee, or threaten at least, and with the Rally I felt like I want to just play fast, push damage. Early Crescent, I'm actually pretty happy about it. Expending 5 mana in a full turn. Yeah, that's not like I don't think that's correct play. I think he should just let it go. Like if you do this play, you are committing yourself to losing the game. Like I get it that he might have a shitty hand, but if you go for the stun here, you committed 5 mana to do nothing.
Yeah. So very little impact. That's true. Yeah, if
you need to have an eye on the board. This play is only correct if you go for the eye.
I'm not sure. Was this card top decked? No. Wait. Let's see where this came from. Yeah, I think this was top decked. I didn't quite catch it with my eye. So therefore, if he actually didn't have a play,
no, it was from the middle.
Okay, then I missed it.
But you don't want to play. No, you don't want to play eye on the offense in this matchup. You want to play eye. I mean, you want to play that in the offense. You don't want to play it on defense. So he couldn't really play it last turn.
Oh, do I need to redo screen sharing? I think I do, right?
It's fine. I'm watching on the stream already for some time. The delay is not that big.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the issue of going for the stun on turn. Now it bites you back. Like I believe that turn 2, just going for the invoke into pass and invoke a unit was way straight up better for you. Or just going for like twin discipline or something on the Zoe, just to kill for free. But obviously you don't challenge it with for free. You change it to 2. There were so much better plays than going for the stun.
Thought for a second about how to swing. Like I could play around Pale and Twin Disciplines, right? Try to not give this Dragon Link value. That's why I thought about if I, for example, pull one of them with the Merciless Hunter and swing with Sivir to the Nexus, or if I go full send or not.
I think I like swinging. Like if you order, like you pull with the what is it called?
Merciless?
Yeah, Merciless. You attack first with the Merciless and attack with Savior last. This way you guarantee the damage 5 to the face.
That's actually, yeah. That's a good point. I was considering it, but then again, like, my opponent kept 6 mana open. I didn't really want... I was hesitant to pull...
Why did you need that unit on the board?
No, it was more about if my opponent was on like 2 palms, 2 wills, or 3 palms, 1 will or something. If I pull the Eye of the Dragon with the 4/3, it's a fairly easy palm or will. And then my opponent still has Pale Cascade or Twin Disciplines to get rid of the second Merciless Hunter. Because I do think like getting rid of Eyes is very high priority. The way I'm doing it, like the one-off retreat is the only clean out. And I even play 2 single combats, like it might even not go through. Or Cataclysm or something.
Definitely a good line as well.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of ways of making this attack, though. I'm not sure what the best is because there's so many possibilities.
I mean, to be honest, you look at your hand, like you need board space. So like you actually want him to kill your unit and you want to remove his unit. So I think considering your given the hand, if this hand was full 5 spells, I would be going for the line where it keeps my unit alive and I can push as much damage. But considering your hand is full units, I wouldn't care if he kills my unit. So I think I like your line more. Again, but why this Treasure Seeker? Why do you need to play that unit now?
Wait, what did I think about? Yeah, right. I actually remembered, like, okay, that was a mistake because even if I top deck a 1-drop, I won't have space to play it. It's better to just not play it. Yeah, I remember. I actually missed the soft pass by playing that Treasure Seeker. I did realize that.
Also, like, even if... Yeah. And you might end up needing that mana later. You don't know.
Yeah, the mana, maybe the board space, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So opponent keeps Lee mana open. I'm not sure yet if I pass, keep Concerted mana, or if I just drop Ruin Runner. End up with
you
pass.
Just pass.
Yeah.
I don't think there is reason to do anything.
And
you can't Ruin Runner into Lee. You just wait for the eye to trigger and then you rally, yeah. So this attack would tell me that he has deny or no P5. Why not take a block? Why not make him use why not block with the for free? Make him use resources. Like he's going to 20 anyway. Like you get a trigger on the Sivir, like like he might want to use Pale, right? So make him even use Pale, and then he uses the twin the star chart, and then you rally, right? Because you could bait him, and this way you don't bait your opponent to do anything.
Yeah, that's
because
a good point.
I would be because what happens now, I would be at 1 out of 2, so he always goes for star chart, and then he needs to find the discount for Nopify, and then if he doesn't get it, you just have a free rally, and you won't have a much better rally than now.
Yeah, I remember I wasn't super happy with how I played this turn. Actually, also the final attack, I realized like after I locked it in that I didn't do it correctly, but yeah, I agree with everything you say, pretty much.
Like basically you bait your opponent.
Yeah. Yeah, this was also like 1 Nopify, 2 denies, right? If my opponent denies this, they don't get I. Sorry, Dragon Link, but I'm also fine with pass and end round, right? It's good for me. I don't know why I didn't just pass.
Yeah, this was obviously a pass, because this way you give him a Dragon Link, his Nopify.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happens.
Yeah, here I'm thinking about overriding the 2-1 with the Ruin Runner. I also remember, like, I wish I wouldn't have played the 2-1 in the first place. Of course, if I play it, I again give my opponent an action, the chance to develop something like Lee, and I would be tapped out of mana to threaten him. If I recall correctly, I just go for the open here.
Yeah, probably open, so you have concerted mana.
Yeah.
Like him not having deny mana is kind of nice. Also, he could have gotten the discount.
Yeah, wasn't sure about order here because Sivir said, like, I remember.
What's Sivir at? What's Sivir at? Because it's kind of important.
Yeah, I don't quite remember. It was, I think she was at like 15. I just remember that the way I first
put
put
level
it.
her up then. Also, remember, ordering allows you to bluff. If you reorder, gives you an opportunity to bluff.
Yeah, and I was thinking about how do I, like, ideally not make my opponent go combo trick onto the Ruin Runner, because I want to protect Ruin Runner, of course.
I would make my opponent think by ordering that I have Shaped Stone here, definitely.
And I think I did that correctly, if I recall correctly. Wait, how much is Sivir at? I'll see if I hover over her somewhere. There. Oh, just 10 at this point. But like, with a Concerted Strike, I could technically flip her, but of course, arguably Concerted Strike is a bit of a waste. Unless my opponent commits a lot of combo tricks to block Ruin Runner to threaten to kill it, and then Concerted on the eye is at least a consideration. I'm not sure if I would have
but like
done
single combat would be definitely a card that you could have.
Yeah. So this was pretty nice. I needed board space anyway. Pops both spell shields. Still keeping Concerted mana open as long as my opponent has Lee mana.
Did he proc the spell? I would pass here. Like as long as he doesn't get the Dragon Link, I would just take a pass.
Yeah, I don't quite remember what I did. Did I do this? Yeah, I did remember I was like digging for
look what happens now. If you do this, you give him deny mana and you give him a Dragon Link proc. That's the whole problem.
That's a good point.
You are giving your opponent like a second time in a row. You are giving your opponent an out with the reactive card that he cannot play otherwise.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. Yeah.
This time he didn't have it, obviously.
Never punished. Sometimes lucky. Looks like a skip to me. I was considering grappling hook, but
yeah. But if you had like one more mana here, see, if you didn't play that unit earlier, you actually had you had grappling hook mana this turn.
Yeah, but I didn't have grappling hook enabled. Oh yes, wait, Concerted.
You
right.
had with Concerted.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, that's actually true.
So that one mana ended up mattering.
Absolver is a great draw, of course. Yeah, that next turn is the one where I'm pretty sure I missed lethal.
Not this. Only like his turn 10 is the turn where you fucked up.
Maybe. Okay.
Because you didn't have lethal yet next turn. Because I remember it was Hoarder lethal. You had to have Hoarder on open attack lethal. And you didn't set up Hoarder. That was the problem.
Which one's Hoarder?
The blend mark you have on board.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean with the spell shield? Oh shit, you're right. And then like Absolver the Sivir.
This way you don't have to pre-commit Absolver. You could have open attacked with the Absolver and get the spell shield, which was the worst play. But you could have, it was a viable line. But like there was a line where it doesn't force you to pre-commit Absolver, which forces opponent to deal with the severe spell shield first before. So you have still in case of double hash.
True. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I this is where I started making a lot of tiny mistakes because again, timer. That's something I need to work on. Like on the most important turns, I have time trouble. That's not good. So here I thought like I can keep Aegis and Concerted Mana open, or I could override Warlord's Horde, which is like.
No, you never override Warlord Horde.
Yeah.
You need that Warlord Horde. I mean, here you just pass. I like the pass. There is no reason to do anything here.
Open pass?
Oh no! I was thinking about last turn.
Yeah. Okay. I thought open pass here doesn't make sense, but yeah, last turn. In hindsight, yeah, it's probably good. It's probably the best play. Right, this is not the attack yet. It's the next one. True.
I mean, he didn't draw Lee yet, so you're chilling.
So yeah, I'm one off lethal, but I'm not sure. Even then, like, do I go all in? I guess I could have. This is fine. Not much for me to do. Board looks good.
Yeah. Oh, and this is the turn where actually...
True. I absolutely did not see the spell shield line, but now I definitely agree that it's good. Would you still override Akshan?
He can never kick your... like you passed last turn. There is a chance you have another Sivir. He never kicks Sivir here. So putting a spell shield... You always protect your Ruin Runner that has spell shield.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And he shouldn't be kicking the Ruin Runner without spell shield.
He did kick the spell shield. Yeah, he swapped him around here. I just skipped past it.
Yeah, because he can hash that unit. He can draw hash later. So yeah, this is correct.
Yeah, so sharp side block's always good for sure. I like removing the whole board because I have my hands packed with units.
And he misplayed by attacking with 3-2 because those units would get lifesteal next turn. Not big time, but by attacking with those.
Agree. I'm with you. Oh, Kendall is back in the chat. Kendall, when are we playing that money match? Can't wait. Have a bit of ching ching now. I'd gladly play you for a couple $100.
Yeah, and see, look what we can do here. You play Protector on a unit, and you set up on the proc on the run to start, the Horde. And you open attack next turn with full board, and you put spell shield on your units, and you just wait for your opponent to do stuff.
Yeah, I actually agree. I didn't see that line. It's creative. It's really, really strong.
You still have the line with Absolver, right? But you cannot afford to not open attack here. Like, not open attacking here, I think is just a losing play. You know that opponent had invoked a spell that he didn't play entire game, and yeah, this is really bad for you.
Yeah, this turn was a mess.
You still can get Sivir from the... You can still get Sivir to override your... Yeah, but hold up. You should hold on to that tracker because you can... Oh, you should resurrect the Sivir now.
But we get Ruin Runner. Our opponents...
Oh yeah, you get the Ruin Runner. Yeah, because it's a higher cost. But again, shouldn't you go for the draw for the Sivir? Do you win this way?
Like, this was 20-second territory again. I wasn't quick enough at doing maths at knowing if I can get lethal or not. Because I thought I did, but I think, like, I misordered here. I pulled incorrectly, rather. So this was all good. And then I think I need to pull Zoe with the Ruin Runner and pull the Eye with the Fearsome to maximize damage.
I mean, yeah, you pull the eye here, and like opponent can't do. What's your opponent out? He needs to have guiding touch, right? Did he use any guiding touch?
Well, he has like one Harsh, one Palm. No, sorry, one Will left. Maybe a Palm. I don't quite remember. Maybe it was two Wills.
Why not?
And, like,
Why not
Harshes and
attack
Guiding.
with the? Why not attack with the Merciless counter first?
Does it make a difference? There's both of those don't have lifesteal. The ones that are left. Like Zoe and the other, I don't.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So my idea right here was to put the first Absolver on the Ruin Runner and the second Absolver for maximum overwhelm damage, which plays around Guiding Touch but into Harsh. So if I would have just... The thing is...
I mean, you played around Twin Discipline as well.
Yeah, that's true. Twin as well. Because of... Yeah. Good call. I thought I had way better odds of finishing the game this turn. That's why I went all in. But like, there's so much my opponent can do to stop lethal. But I do think, I did miss 1 damage by not... Or like 2 damage by not putting the Eye of the Dragon in front of Merciless. And then pulling Zoe with the 8-5.
I mean, at this point are just like outs you want to play around. Like, it's just like at this point, hand reading comes important and how the game played out. If he had Palm here, obviously he would play it already before the combat resolved, right?
Yeah.
And like, if you see, you drew actually Sivir. So if you went with the draw line, you had like, even for like in first place, you had lethal guaranteed. If you played the last turn correct, 2 turns ago correctly, right?
Yeah.
But then if you went for the draw, instead of resurrecting the Ruin Runner, you would have drawn the Sivir, right? You could have drawn also Preservarium into Sivir, which would have been lethal as well, because you had enough mana to play Sivir into double Absolver afterwards.
That is true, yeah. But that is a bit of results bias, right? With 2 draws, my odds of finding Sivir are not that great.
Yeah, but at this point, if your opponent passes with 8 mana, and he doesn't have any unit, that means he has spells to disrupt your lethal. So the going for lethal in this spot, I think, is less likely than going for lethal with Sivir potentially.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I'm pretty sure the spell shield... The spell shield line is the best. Very much agree.
Yeah, the spell shield was guaranteed lethal.
Yeah.
So that's like, we're talking about just a case, like, assuming that you couldn't set up, you didn't have Hoarder on board. So to just figure out the lethal in this spot.
Yeah, this game was winnable. It was like not the easiest line to see, and like with the 20-second thing, I did miss quite a few like tiny details.
It happens. Time gets everyone. Like, you had a different opponent because you lost to the timer.
Yeah.
Initially.
I remember. Yeah, I didn't see that series yet, but all the people told me. I think I'll watch it later. Yeah, this one was also, I did end up winning on timeout, but I think I was winning this game anyway. I remember we were like at this spot. Like, my opponent's down to 5. I have all the cards in hand. He plays the second Sejuani already. And it's already checkmate on the clock, right? I'm 1 minute ahead of him. There's only 20 seconds going.
Yeah. So you have to just stall at this point.
Yeah. But like, if I would have had full time, if the game was still going on, I would have barriered the 3-1 and then concerted.
I think you would have lost that game if based on hand.
No. But I can barrier the 3-1 concerted strike Sejuani. It's already second Sejuani. There's one of 3 sisters that might save my opponent. But I just removed the second Sejuani here. I'm pretty sure I'm winning this. My opponent's down to 5.
I mean, he can just double warning shot or warning shot with the make it rain.
He didn't have any of those.
Or harpoon. I don't remember his hand
actually, now. Did my let me check the hand.
I think he had make it rain. I remember him being able to proc the Sedge if he wanted to.
Jesus.
It was the beginning of the broadcast, I think.
No, it's here. It's here. Yeah, here I missed the Warlord Sword thing. A bit further. Wait, it's actually true double make it rain. Okay, yeah, and No, wait, he played double make it rain? Just one warning shot? See? Here. No way of proccing Sejuani. So if I also would have taken some time, I'm pretty sure I would have killed her, and then I'm winning from that point on. Like, not 100% because I still need to get decent value out of these two, but both of these are probably proccing.
In this spot, he would have went for the warning shot into the yoink to see that he would have taken the card from you, right? So that could have, which could have been disruption. Like, if not timer, I don't think he would have open attacked here.
Levels from warning shot and goes to 7. Oh, that's actually true. What I need... No, but it doesn't matter because I have...
About single...
I have barrier on... Yeah, I have barrier on the 3-1 as well. Like I said, like if I had time, I'm pretty sure I would have realized the only way to lose this is make it rain hitting this, and of course the freeze. But I lose to freeze nonetheless. So what I would have done, like I was already...
You just single combat into concerted, no? And you're fine.
That works, but that again gives my opponent like a make it rain hit on the 3-1. I mean, my point is, if I imagine I have barrier on the 3-1 instead, I can always just go single combat first and then... Sorry, concerted strike first and then single, right? I already saw 2 make it rains, there's only a 1-off left. So there's no way for my opponent to threaten these units. Except for Harpoon, which is always good anyway.
I mean, this doesn't work because if you, like, again, you are talking about make it rain, it doesn't help you against make it rain. Because single combat pops your shield, and if you try to concert it, then he make it rain and your search.
Oh, that's actually true. That's
you
actually true.
Like, you would need to do, like, yeah.
That's actually a good point, so I need to put both on the stack right away.
Also, again, if not timer, he would have played a warning shot into Yoink, a card from you. And there is a chance it's just a spell, like, that helps him.
Okay, yeah, there's actually still a lot of ways this can go. I didn't know my opponent held that much value. I was also about to get a lot of value with both of the landmarks flipping soon. Interesting game, though. I wish this would have gone a bit longer.
Yeah. Timer got a lot of people this on stream today.
Yeah, the timer just doesn't make sense, man. Like, come on, the top cut, at least give us 75 minutes.
I mean, they would need to make a separate system. Like for the, or just, I guess they could just edit the timers for the top cut.
Yeah, or like not make animations count, make it a proper chess clock where like, the rulings also don't make sense that you cannot just be super far behind on time the first 2 games and then you speedrun the 3rd game and win on time. It's super lame.
Yeah, you should have overall timer, I believe, across 3 games.